Hey guys, it's Crystal. Today I want to talk a little bit about something that I came across on one of my favorite YouTubers' channels. She was talking about preparing for abundance. And that's definitely the season I'm in right now. I feel like I am itching to get out in my garden and get my hands dirty, but we are in a season of rest right now and preparation, and that's the reality. And I think about in spring and summers of the past how during those seasons I didn't really appreciate what was right in front of me and what I was enjoying and what I was a part of, because it seemed like it was so much work. You know, milking goats and working in the garden and sweating and just being all in and being exhausted every day for at least weeks, if not months at a time. It just gets to be a lot. And then I remember, just like Jess said in her video, I remember how during this time of year, during the winter, during the early spring, when there's really not much, I yearn for that. I yearn for the sweat and I yearn for the days of hard work. But I'm grateful right now to rest. My body, by the end of the fall, by the end of summer at least, or fall, I am worn out. Like this year I had all sorts of knee and shoulder problems that I had to work through, which spurred Chad and I to rethink the way that we do things like meat birds and the big heavy tractors that I have to move every day. And you know, we've done some research on ways to make it easier on me so that this is more sustainable long term. But the reality is, like, you're just worn out because you have 12 and 14-hour days and you have to put that time in. There is no choice. You know, the animals need you, the garden needs to be weeded, whatever it may be. It just gets to be a lot. And so this year, I am trying to fully embrace this season of rest. I've decided not to start any seeds until the end of February. I'm reflecting, I'm working on myself, I'm thinking about things that God has put on my heart and on my mind, and I'm working on accountability and growing my faith, growing my relationship with Him right now. Something that has been kind of put by the wayside for a while because, again, I've been busy. I am one of those people who I love nature and I love everything that God created, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm kind of a child that's in awe all the time of Him and His creation. Might sound silly, might sound crazy, but the reality is that's who I am. I'm childlike. I like to see the best in people. I like to give them benefit of the doubt. I like all those things that you think, oh, she's so naive. And I get it. Like, I get it. I used to look at people like that and like myself and think the same thing. But the reality is we are all called to be children. We are all called to learn and to take things in like children do. And so many times as adults, we don't take the time to do that. So I am taking the time to do that this year. So now I'm moving into a season of preparation. I'm getting ready to start seeds. Like I said, mid-February, I've got about 2 weeks before I'll start anything. And sometimes I go ahead and just direct sow things like broccoli and stuff like that out in my garden because honestly, I've never had very good luck with seedlings actually surviving with broccoli and all the other frost hardy plants. I've just never had very good luck. I usually just plant seeds out in the garden and they come up and they're a little bit later than everybody else's, but they still end up doing okay usually. I'll also be planting some lettuce and beets and radishes, and oh my gosh, I'll have to go through my garden list with you when I get ready to plant. And then we'll start tomato and pepper seeds, and like I said, just very much in a season of preparation. With that being said, I am preparing my garden. My chickens have been moving around in it. Recently, I have one space that needs to be covered, and now they're in a new space, so I can cover that. I have a pile that I need to burn first, but then I'll get it covered. Mother Nature is very modest and does not like to be naked. So if you don't put something on her, she will put something on herself usually grass or weeds, not something desirable. So anyways, I'm going to share a little bit of what our preparation looks like now. And then in the weeks to come, as we change, you'll see in our videos how things are changing on the farm. But I just wanted to bring to your attention, in everybody's life, there should be these seasons. There should be a season of abundance. There should be a season of rest. There should be seasons of preparation, of enjoying the things that God has put in your life for you. So thank you for joining me today in this talk. I know I usually like to be outside and showing you things around the farm, but the reality is it's yucky and cold outside today and just another gray day in January. So you're not missing out on much except for a lot of mud right now. But I pray that you all will take to heart what I've said today and maybe apply some of the things to your life, or at least think through some of the things that I've said. Thanks for joining me.